Keep watching Big 5 TV.
Fambo, we in a Big 5 TV, we in the leaders online as you see. Today this is not the World AIDS Day, where we know as WAG, and these are partners where come to today for can celebrate the WAG. As you see, everybody gets in card, everybody gets waiting right now in card for sure say then ready for celebrate the World AIDS Day.
Go do your test and know your status.
Together as young people, let's end HIV.
Thank you.
Use protector plus condom to protect yourself. Use the ABC method. Go do your test and know your status.
We dey continue for giving our updates. This na Big5 TV and we dey presently na Bo with the reports for the World AIDS Day. As now everybody gather with the march towards the National AIDS Secretariat building and the team go take the right part, my health, my rights. As everybody they respond to them.
Take the right path, my health, my rights.
Take the right path, my health, my rights. As you see, we don't reach now the National AIDS Secretariat office.
We all know say every year, the 1st of December, now we commemorate the World AIDS Day. But because it fall on the weekend, today, so many partners the way they do HIV and AIDS work, together now the National HIV and AIDS Secretariat, now Bo, for make we commemorate the World AIDS Day, which is the 2nd of December. As tradition demands, now the 1st of December every year, now we celebrate the World AIDS Day. But because it fall on weekends, so that's make we commemorate it today, the 2nd of December 2024.
But let's put our hands together as we call on Mr. Luceni for share. And he happens also to be the regional M&E officer for NAS. Over to you, sir.
I'm glad for chair this occasion today. As Mr. Bonda rightly said, we have been in this HIV response over 10 years. And I'm particularly happy today because of the number of people I've seen just over a short message. So, choosing me to chair this occasion today is not a mistake. It's the right decision to pray for all those that have died as the cause of HIV, and all those that are infected and affected. Therefore, we encourage, let the acceptance zone, and try to withstand the pressure. So, Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa alayhi wa sallam. Akbar the Allahumma. The Lord's Prayer. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory. Lord, will you go ahead by statements of partners? So the first organization with the make statement are our World Vision.
Good morning again. First place, I want to tell everybody thank you for making una left una busy schedule for can commemorate this particular day. We all know say this na day we commemorate every year. We dey do them because we want for the sympathy for the one that we don't lost their life like we brothers say. The one that we also were affected and the one that were affected. Some people they are not infected but they are affected. So we come together for Lord they commemorate them day and Lord remember them. In prayer, we not only remember the one the way they don't die in prayers, we also remember the one the way they don't left. Now God will also guide them, He will protect them and provide for them. So that is why we are here. I know they really say much because all the thing I really need for say They don't talk am. But we carry myself and my colleague, they don't introduce her Alice. This na the project officer. Now for the they for represent World Vision. And all activity World Vision therefore implement with regards HIV. Now this woman therefore they in charge. Now we go one for make we say the grants we don't migrate to G7 from G6 to G7. Where be the G6 na CRS na be the implementer. This year G7 na World Vision na don't win that grant. Na they implement the G7 grant, and the G7 grant they deal with HIV, TB, and malaria. So all activities with regards to that three then disease here therefore be implemented to World Vision. Everything now we do and World Vision they do. Yeah. For make I even leak this secret, say myself with me, I'm affected. A good people something that you don't know. So now make we therefore be careful. Yeah. So we tell now thank you.
The next organization where they can do short treatment and the tips. The tips and they don't host research. We just provide the place. When I see I don't call this meeting. So the tips.
Good morning again. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, for giving me this opportunity. I think I don't talk. I don't get for continue for which I will start. As today we don't get an aya, I'll be saying a very good day for we. Me and you sit down at this one this morning. It might be whether you, your brother, or your sister, or your buddy, one of each of we all, one person must go live with the virus. So what it down they simply imply, it means this is like a fight for we all. There should be no room for stigma and discrimination, whether we call it marginalization. Why? Because if you marginalize one person, you don't create a room for kill thousands of families. You don't create a room for spread the virus from one point to another. When you stigmatize somebody, you don't give them room, say, I'm not going to ever take this treatment. And if somebody done the on treatment, it's tough for take treatment. Again, for practice on safer sex. When you practice on safer sex, and we're not there for teach, but we want to let people know why some of that things are very important. Why we not need for stigmatize people when they live with the virus. It doesn't mean we are HIV positive, I not get right to treatment, I not get right to medical services, I not get right to any other thing. I get equal rights like any other person. This just they tell me, each and everyone being HIV positive or not, we all need for work together, and your status has nothing for do with your capability. We need for come together, follow we work, follow we able to see how for tap and get this HIV for put an end to am come 2030 if we change your attitude.
The regional manager for plan the PPA, he has always been with us. He always been with us in this response. We do a lot. Mr. Emmanuel Sisi, and he represent the NGOs there.
I say we get a minute to 12, so I want to say good morning to we all. Before I begin to say anything, I want to make you turn to a brother or sister by your side. Tell and say, thank you for taking the right path.
Thank you for taking the right path.
Because when we talk about my health, my right, it means say we always dey here forget equal rights when it can pan well body business. Nothing enough for stop you for get access to well body, whether you positive or not. Well body if for be for all man. Now we all right. But again, waiting me want for bring to we all attention this morning are that though they say well body na all man in own right. When it come for information sharing on well body business, nobody not for deprive you from man. When it come to treatment, nobody not for deprive you. When it come to advocacy, nobody not for deprive you. When it come for making yourself participating and nobody not for deprive you, you also get a responsibility. How much you don't exercise that responsibility for make sure say you get your condoms and you use them correctly and consistently. Now they don't tell you say medicine dey when you take them, it go make you live long. It go make pass you tell somebody say I dey live with the virus. So how much you don't apply that effort for go for test, for get know your status and go for this medicine, and when they give you for adhere as to how the health practitioners they tell you say take this medicine regularly. So therefore, as we commemorate and reflect to mind on them one them we don't suffer, and we when our family members, friends, relatives to them will also this same problem they affect we as we fight together.
One of the population are the one that we call DDC Association. So the regional coordinator said he can make statement on behalf of all the KPs, all the key populations. Mr. Husseini.
All right. Good afternoon, partners. Good afternoon, partners. Good afternoon. Aha, that's how it's supposed to be. Me and Victor Husseini are here this afternoon for make a mixed statement on behalf of the key executive directors for the DKP organizations in Sierra Leone, even though we have others, but at the same work we only do. That's the DDC Association in Sierra Leone, Kakoa Hospice, and that's of the SLYDCL. Well, we are partners with the fight against HIV and AIDS. At this country, we own activity we they refer to as the most vulnerable and the most risky in the fight against HIV and AIDS. We get three categories of population where we deal with. We na the FSW and the MSM and the transgender community, and that's of the PWID. We then now people will inject drugs through needle and syringe. Then they do risky behaviors because if me as somebody we infected with the virus, I inject drug with that syringe. Then you self when I'm party you come. Maybe now that same syringe where I don't use now you take for inject drugs in the same way so we use that means for transfer the HIV and AIDS virus. We also get the other set of population where we call the MSM and transgender community. As we all know, this part of the world, because of religion, with tradition and culture, they accept. So that is why even the government of Sierra Leone, say with the targeted set of people. So my message here this afternoon that for make we embrace diversity, may we stop for the discriminate people living with HIV and AIDS, may we stop for the discriminate the three sets of KPs them. If you not get nothing for offer them, just left them. We and then we deal with. As I may say, we are not promoting. We are doing it in the terms of health aspect. So on a very short note, I want for appreciate for what I give me when I is, and may we embrace diversity, may we stop discrimination against people living with HIV and that of the KP the KP members. Thank you so much.
We don't read the stage now, like the climax of this commemoration today. The keynote address the regional coordinator for National HIV Secretary, Mr. James Makuti, and he can give the keynote address, keynote statement for this commemoration today. Mr. Makuti, the floor is all yours.
Good afternoon to everyone. I tell you all plenty thank you for the effort you make for make we go together here. This morning up to this point in time and the time we give. And I will surely be rewarded. Because together, we all work together a common goal, that for fight HIV and beat hands down. So on behalf of the Director General and the entire staff and management of the HIV Secretariat, I once more welcome Una. All 8 days as I may company them be done the say from the start on all know. This is just a day for make we all go come together. For sure say we did support and solidarity with the one them who they live with HIV. For tell them say life still there. Let them not lose hope. 1.7%. If you translate them to the entire Sierra Leonean population, then they tell me somewhere about 86,000 people get HIV when they put in them figures. But what's in this they tell me? Out of this number, we get HIV. Some people still they will not know say they get HIV. Some people still they will not know say they get HIV. And we get far over 60,000 people currently where they in care, where they receive HIV treatment every day. So we don't learn from all other things that don't happen. But one thing we'll find out from other things that don't happen is that we don't make tremendous gain in the HIV response. And one thing we make we succeed, now where we take human rights very paramount. But also other things in there. First time, people where they live with HIV, not get the heart for stand in public and tell you say, me waiting up here, I get HIV. Then they're afraid. Because communities, they stigmatize them.
Keep watching Big 5 TV.